Good morning, dear students. So, welcome back to our English language class. Today, we are going to deal with the next chapter, that is transformation of sentences. This concept or this topic is actually divided into 3 or 4 sections. Okay, so when we discuss about the transformation of sentences, we discuss about the transformation of the sentence from converting from assertive to exclamatory, interrogative to exclamatory, interrogative to assertive, then affirmative to negative, negative to affirmative, vice versa. And beside this, active and passive, conversion of active to passive, then degrees of comparison, which we have already done. And then we will be also seeing the reported speech. Reported speech we have done again. Okay, and then we have the transformation of sentences part 2, which includes conversion of sentence into simple to complex, complex to compound, compound to simple, and complex to compound. Okay, so these are the different types or classifications of the transformation of the sentences. Now, what do you actually mean by transformation of a sentence, or where exactly this transformation occurs? Okay, now transformation of sentence, literally it means changing the form of a sentence, changing the form of a sentence from one form to another form. Now, when you make changes in the form of the sentences, there will be no changing in the meaning of it. Okay, you are changing the form, you are changing the structure, but you are not making any changes in the meaning of that sentence when you rewrite the sentence. And according to the ISC syllabus of class 12, this is one of the most important part of your 8 marks question in your question paper. And you will be getting the mix of all of these different types of sentences which you are asked to rewrite as directed. So it is very important to learn and understand this particular transformation of sentences, various types of transformation of sentences, etc. So to begin with, we will start first with the removal of the adverb to. You all are familiar with the adverb to, okay? So here in this video, we are going to deal with the part 1 of the transformation of sentences, that is the removal of adverb to. So, what is to is an adverb, and the word order for a sentence when you write a sentence using to is to plus adjective plus infinitive. Okay, that is it will be followed with the subject, and after that to plus adjective plus infinitive. Now the words are too difficult. So here are some examples. Let us look at the example first. The words are too difficult to understand. So you can look at the sentence here. The words are too difficult, to plus difficult adjective, then infinitive to is added plus object. Okay, so the words are too difficult to understand. He is too proud to beg. The man is too old to walk. Now look at these sentences. The word to itself have a negative meaning, okay, or it is used in a negative context, which shows that something is lacking or something is there that is making them or the action to be withdrawn or to stay back. Okay, so how to remove the adverb to from a sentence. So it's normally when you are asked to write a sentence by removing the adverb to, we will be replacing it with the word so. Okay, so just keep in mind, whenever you are asked to write a sentence or with the removing the adverb to, you are supposed to replace the sentence by adding so in the place of to. Okay, so now rule 1, let us go through the rules that how we will be writing a sentence by removing the adverb to. Adverb to is replaced with so, and then the word order followed will be in this particular pattern, that is so plus adjective plus that, which will be adding to this sentence, plus the negative form. That negative form will be, it can be of the modal auxiliary verbs used there. Okay, can, could, may, might, okay, will, would, etc. based on the tense form. Okay, so this is the first rule, that whenever you are asked to write a sentence using the removing of the adverb to, just keep in mind that we are supposed to rewrite the same sentence by replacing in the position of the to with the word so, and we will be following this particular word order. Now the sentence will, now let us just have a recap of the examples which we have seen in the previous slide, and those sentences which if you are trying to convert it into using so, then how we will be writing those sentences. Okay, now the first example, the words are so difficult. So in the place of to earlier, we have replaced it with so. Okay, so the words are so difficult that, then we have added that after the adjective, and then followed by the subject, then followed by the negative form of the auxiliary verb in the present tense. Okay, so the words that they cannot be understood. Can is a modal auxiliary verb in the present tense, and so adding with that the negative word not, they cannot be understood. Now what is the meaning of the sentence? Okay, the words are so difficult that they cannot be understood. Too difficult to understand has become so difficult that they cannot be understood. So you just compare both the sentences. You can see that there is no change in the meaning of the sentence, only the form of the sentence or the structure of the sentence has changed because we have replaced it with so. Okay, so this is what is the first thing that you have to keep in mind when you replace it, so that you will be adding that just before the used adjective there. Okay, then let us go through the second example. He is so proud that he would not beg. We have seen earlier in the by using to, he is too proud to beg. So that sentence we will be rewriting using so in this manner. He is so proud that he would not beg. Okay. Now the man is so old that he could not walk. So the earlier the sentence was the man is too old to walk. Okay, the man is too old to walk is replaced and rewritten as the man is so old that he could not walk. Okay. So now moving to the rule 2, that I told you that is used after the used adjective, and just now we have seen in the example. Now moving to the rule number 3, it is the first person I, or whether it is the third person he, she, it in the singular form, or they or we in the plural form. If any of these is used in the sentence using the to, then when you convert it using the so, it is used according to the subject of the first clause. Okay, subject of the first clause. Now rule 4, replace to infinitive with cannot in the present tense if it is could not in the past tense. Okay, that means according to the tense form that is used in the sentence, when you convert it, the to infinitive will be replaced with the tense form that is used there. Okay, that is can plus not. If it is in the present tense, you will be using can. If it is in the past tense, you will be using could. If it is in the present tense, you will be using will, and if in the past tense, you will be using would. In the present tense, you will be using may, and in the past tense, you will be using might. Okay, so in this manner, based on the tense form, the modal auxiliary plus the negative, whichever you make use there, will be changing according to the tense form. Coming to the rule number 5 is that if the sentence in to construction is positive, after replacing it with so will be negative. Okay, so we have seen in the example that the old man is too weak to walk. Now here the sentence is having the tone of a positiveness. Okay, so the old man is too weak to walk. Okay, now when you convert this sentence in construction, okay, I'm talking not about the meaning, in the construction, replacing it with so, we have used cannot. Okay, the old man is so weak that he cannot walk. Now he is used because, as I told you, it will be based on the subject. Okay, and cannot, can plus not. Since it is in the present tense, we have used can and followed by not, which gives the negative meaning to the sentence. Okay, that means if the sentence in to construction is positive, after replacing it with so, it will become negative, and vice versa. If the sentence in the to construction is negative and after converting it into with the help of so, it will be becoming positive. So let us have a quick look through certain examples here. Okay, the example say is very clear. Let's go through some examples. He is too fat to run. Now what do you mean by he is too fat to run? That means literally the meaning of the sentence is that he finds difficult in running, okay, because of his fatness. Okay, so that shows that he is incapable of running. Okay, again here we have a negative meaning. The very same negative meaning is followed, and here the sentence structure wise is positive, but when you convert it with so, structure wise it has become negative. Okay, so how will we rewriting this? He is so fat that he cannot run. Okay, so look at the structure given here. He, the subject, is to is replaced by so, then after that that is used, and he cannot run. Okay, cannot again can, since this is there, that means shows the present tense, so can is used, and to plus negative form not run. Okay, now the lion was too old to hunt. The lion was so old that he could not hunt. Okay, she is too stubborn to listen to your advice. She is so stubborn that she cannot listen to your advice. The news is too good to be true. The news is so good that it cannot be true. So these are the few examples of how you convert the sentence by removing the adverb to and replacing it with the so. Okay, I hope you understood the explanation, and I ask of you to take down these points, all the rules in your copy. So thank you for watching me. We'll be continuing with the transformation of sentences part 2 in the next video. Till then, take care, be safe.